Okay, so you can take a seat or lie down, closing the eyes, opening the palms, and just taking a few deep breaths. And then resting your awareness to the breath or becoming aware of the space around you. And then starting to notice that there is this pulsation of energy moving through your body from the base to your crown. And welcoming whatever is coming up. This may bring physical sensations, this flow of energy, or more like a pulsating or a tingling, a warmth or a coolness. Can bring up emotionality. So just letting whatever wants to flow, flow. And I was having a conversation this morning with someone, and we came to the conclusion, or let's just say this person became aware that the single ingredient required to live, some people say to live your potential, some people say to live like love, to embody your natural state, however you want to call it, to live beyond the confines of the created self, to free yourself. The thing that is required is the commitment. And there is never any reason not to commit to that which matters to you. And so, if we want to make peace, the feeling of peace, important, can we commit to it? And then also, how does that look? Because feeling peaceful is not a mental adaptation. It is not a cultivated sense of peace. If we really want to feel the embodiment of our natural state, of this infinite neutrality, and of this manifestation of our physicality that is just fully relaxed inside itself, then we have to allow energy, movement, vibration, emotionality to flow. And so, whatever is happening is something that you can align with. And then the energetic charge related to that within you can flow. And this really is how every part of our life starts to roll around into this manifestation of our essence. Because to have the revelation or the deeper understanding is one thing, and then can you actually commit to what you know you are? Can you actually commit to what you know is possible? In whatever way that looks for you. And I think that this commitment isn't this kind of go-getter energy. Actually, this commitment is the commitment to remember the breath, the beauty, the tenderness, to keep on leaning into yourself with softness, to keep on allowing a compassion and a tenderness to arise from within. Because the beginning and the end of all of this, and it's really moving because for the most part, I can really feel that this is what's happening and that this is how I personally get to feel and live, and how I know that everybody can feel and live by committing to this, is that there is a self-sourced sense of true and pure love. And it's really like you are the place where it's generated, and your whole projection that is your life starts to reflect it back to you. Where before your whole life, that is the projection, reflected back the survival, the pain, the resistance, the mirror of your personal self, at some point it starts to reflect back the mirror of your infinite self, of actually the truth of all of you and all of life. And what we never should do, if you ask me, is use life and what life is doing as a means of invalidating yourself. Because you are already the truth of all of you now. So try to see that also, if life is showing you things that are to be embraced and loved within yourself in order for this bigger love to be revealed and to open up as an inner fountain, because really that's what it is. You are connected to an infinite fountain of pure love. You are connected to an infinite source of energy. You are connected to an infinite light, and there's nothing that we can do about that truth. It simply is, and it's a truth that has been articulated throughout different moments in time, different cultures, different traditions. It's all the same articulation, the same source. And as life is showing you whatever it is showing you, really the key is to come back to a gentle relationship with your created self. Come back to a compassionate relationship with your created self. I personally don't buy into this narrative that the ego is the enemy and all of those ideas around it. I think that we build this construct to survive a reality the best way we could. And it had a function until we started to realize we can gently let go of it. And we can let go of it by every moment that we want to act from that place, actually taking a breath and softening into ourselves with tenderness, relating to this created self with compassion, and including it in all that is, because no matter how you look at it, if all of creation has one foundation, then it has no opposites. Then there is no good or evil. Then there is no enemy. Then there is just the source of pure love, clearly emanating, or the misunderstanding around it being projected and experienced. Just to allow yourself to be with that for a moment. Because it's very freeing in the way that I've experienced creation. Love has no opposite. And it's almost like everything that you look at with the eyes of love starts to reveal itself as that. And this is where your awareness and your ability to alchemize energy by breathing into it, by softening and by allowing it to flow, by allowing it to move through, you start to feel that everything is lifting off. Everything is lifting off except the part that never can, because it's eternal. And this is the emanation of our essence, however you want to call it. It's not really something that you can articulate, it's just something that you can start to experience. And it's being revealed by everything else falling away. by every energy alchemizing, by everything lifting off. And I know I said it now for the third day in a row, but this is the beautiful thing about this remark of Michelangelo, chipping away that which was in the way of us perceiving the beauty. But then when you actually integrate the misunderstanding and the illusion within yourself, not make it an enemy, just to see it clearly and to open your heart to it, then you start to experience life purely, without the filter of the personal, without the misunderstandings. And it really does almost feel like you are a source, you are a hub of vibrancy, of light, of love. And that starts to project outside, to the outside. And you start to source your experience of life not from how other people relate to themselves, but how you cultivated the ability to relate to the infinite self in all of us. Not as a concept. It's very limited to apply anything as a concept. It's a lived and integrated experience, and the lived and integrated experience requires us to meet everything that this created self was built on. And this is where the commitment to something is the commitment to liberating that which it is not, and allowing yourself to notice what it is. So breathing and relaxing, and maybe at first experiencing some discomfort, but then also holding the space for you to clearly feel or sense the beautiful being that you are, the beautiful loving pulsation that you are. And to see that there is nothing wrong or bad about you as a human being, and that it's all okay, and that in some ways it's even all inconsequential. We don't have to change or improve the human. When you allow yourself to become aware of the infinite truth that dwells within every human as it is, what starts to be obsolete is all of these conditioned and programmed ways of being, this created self. It just starts to collapse, starts to crumble because it's no longer needed. And there is no change required because it doesn't work. Because the part that wants to change is the created self. The soul is good with all. It has no other way than to just be, than to float, than to emanate. And you are that soul, and we live in a time where every scripture, every ancient writing, every prophecy, everything articulated around this is no longer approachable only as a concept, but you can actually fully integrate it and know yourself as that in form. Meaning that there is no separation between you and the divine, or you and God, or you and pure love, or infinite neutrality, equilibrium, stillness, vibrancy. Starting to feel into or catch a glimpse of how that feels, or starting to realize that you already know how that feels, and becoming aware that we can prioritize this deeper truth over everything. And that there is no reason not to, that it's only ever a choice. I am committing to the truth of myself, and thus I'm allowing the illusion of me to crumble, to be received by this deeper part in tenderness with compassion, to be experienced, to be set free. Or I'm allowing what's happening around me to hook me. I'm allowing the things that I feel need to be taken care of first to take the forefront. And even if there are things that need to be done, nobody can influence from what place you do them, from what awareness you do them. So sometimes there are things that need to be done. Sometimes there are people that need our support for a moment. And how am I standing in that? Can I be aligned with what's coming up within me and just allow that to be and allow that to flow through me every moment of life? And then can I start to notice the infinite nature of reality with me, in me, as me? And we can, more and more we can. And the most important thing is really to just be tender and soft. Every moment is new. And to cultivate such a sense of softness with yourself, because really all that a created self wants to hear is, you did all right. You did the best you could with the awareness you had. You're doing the best you can in every moment. It's okay. It's okay. You don't need to be better. It's okay. And then allowing this essence to receive that. Just feeling every worry lift off. Feeling every stress in the body drain out. Starting to see that actually you are always held. You're always supported. And at some point, starting to know yourself as that which holds. Because that is who and what you are. An infinite pulsation of receptivity, of warmth, of light. No matter how much rage you have to feel, no matter how much fear you have to shake out, no matter how many tears you have to cry, that is not in any ways defining who and what you are. Starting to feel every cell in your body soften and open. I used to say, allowing the cells to release everything they no longer need, everything that was based in survival, in identity, in past, in imprints, in generational stuff, and far beyond our comprehension throughout space and time. And in releasing that, something can be revealed. Everything actually can then be received by creation and revealed for the core foundational energy it always was. And that is oneness. One core energy that the entire creation is built from. Starting to feel that ripple out of your skin, starting to feel that around your body. And feeling very clearly that you are not confined to your form, that your form is flowing in your being, like an orb of energy surrounding you. And your form is flowing in it. Thoughts are flowing in it. Feelings are flowing through it. Emotions flow through it. None of it is you. Everything flows through that orb of being. And that orb has the ability to infinitely expand. So starting to notice that it can expand beyond your room, beyond your neighborhood, beyond your city, your village, your country, your continent, and the globe. Feeling that at the level of this orb, you actually are everywhere. Everywhere in creation, everywhere in infinity. And then noticing what life feels like when you live from that awareness and from that feeling-based tonality of this liberated, spacious, all-inclusive, vibrant, warm, infinite self. Taking a breath. And on the exhale, start moving down through the layers of the earth, spotting your continent, your country, city, village, street, neighborhood, your house, your room, your body, and letting all of that energy flow through your midline, filling your form, informing your form, and then through the pelvis into the earth, through all the layers of the earth, anchoring yourself here as a human being in the felt experience of its transcendent nature, with nothing but tenderness and compassion towards whatever is coming up that still needs to. Can open your eyes, keeping the gaze soft, and slowly bringing your awareness all the way back. Thank you.